Very final. How is that going to affect the original cast members from The Legends? So Ray, Sarah, Jax, and Heatwave. And how is his death going to affect that core group who has known him and interacted with him in a much more kind of fatherly position on the team?
Well, it'll affect Jax most of all. But everyone else, I mean, you see in the episode, you know, Ray is fairly taken aback by the loss, and that continues through episodes of the season as we, you know, talk about them and talk about him in memory and that kind of thing. And you know, it's an emotional loss for the team. The first, not the first one they've suffered, but yeah, I mean, he made a big impact, and you know, will continue to in certain ways.
I think Sarah's like, well, he was old. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, everybody misses him. You know, it was heartbreaking, but I thought they did a great job with his death. When I read the script, I cried. Like, it was very heroic and emotional, and I think they did a really nice exit for him.
Thank you. Hi. So I'm here with my aunt today, and she's a special needs teacher. She has her own disability as well, which is why she can't be up here asking this question. But we were wondering what advice you had for like her students' own villains, which would be bullies.
Sorry, for students what?
Advice you would give to her students about bullying?
About being bullied?
Yes.
It's a great question. I think it's okay. Aww, you don't have to leave. You can still cry in here. Oh, that's so hard. I think a lot of the bad things that happen, and we want to educate people and make them not bullies and this and that, and we can do a lot to help that, but to some extent, it's a part of life. The people, it's when someone's bullying you, it usually has nothing to do with you. I think that's the biggest thing, and it's hard to realize that because it still hurts and it's still hard, but really it has nothing to do with you. When someone's bullying you, that is their own insecurities, and if you can be more in tune to that, it allows you to not take it so personal, which is not easy, and you're still going to take it personal sometimes, but that to me is the only thing that kind of has helped me, is if I can kind of see, oh, well, you know, this person said that to me because they feel insecure, or they feel bad about the way their body looks or what they're doing or this, and so they're trying to bring me down with them. And that way it's not like about me, it's about them, and so I don't feel as personally attacked.
I think that's where compassion comes in, and when you are being bullied, I think it's extremely challenging to then have compassion for the person who's bullying you. But like Caity's saying, it's some kind of reflection of how they feel about themselves that they are putting on you, that they are working through, and they obviously have an issue with. And to tell somebody who's being bullied, have compassion for that person is a challenge. But that's a place where I've come to in my life, I guess, because I'm much older than kids going high school, middle school, and all of those things. But I wasn't bullied terribly, but I was verbally, you know, not treated great by some people.
They were like, you're so tall, you're so handsome. I'm just kidding, I know we're all worried about everything.
I'm not the person now that I was in high school. Anyway, so I wasn't popular. So it's kind of a lifelong experience, kind of figuring out how to deal with people. Life is about relationships and working through relationships, and the core thing is that you know who you are. And if you're hanging out with people who don't accept and don't appreciate you, then they're not people to hang out with. And if you don't like them, then it doesn't matter what they think about you. And also, if people are saying bad things about you, they don't know who you really are. So they're just not speaking the truth. And you know the truth about yourself. those are all hard things to remember, to take heart when that stuff is happening, I know. But if there's something that somebody can hold on to from that, then I hope you do. And also know, I mean, as with everything, when you're young and in school, life, as people say, it's cliche, life gets better, but it does. And every kid is still trying to work out who they are and who they want to be. That's why people are so harsh to each other. Adults are doing that. We have people who are supposed to be taking our best interests at heart, who are doing that, who have petty issues and can't take responsibility for their actions, for their mistakes. Some of the highest people in the land can't take responsibility. And I think this is an opportunity, I'm on my soapbox, sorry. I think this is an opportunity for us all to see America's ego and maybe the world's ego on stage. And this is what your ego looks like. This is what lack of responsibility looks like. And is this the America that all of you want to be? If everyone can be treated equally, then it shouldn't be that way. If anybody's getting discriminated of anything that's different from anybody, we can't stand for that. We are all people, we're all humans, we all deserve to be on this earth and to love and all of those things. And I'll finish. But anyway.
Thank our legends for being here.
Who's the young lady? The young lady that wants the selfie. We have to honor that. Come on. Who's the guy that asked for the selfie?
Oh.
Guys, this is the only selfie request we're doing today, so thank you. So just come by their booth if you want to